welcome back to Rottumer Island. So, I'm not sure if I've used it for the title of the video or not, but we've got ourselves a Rolex. Not in the form of a watch though, unfortunately. This was my attempt at trying to get around the cultivating bug with the contracts. However, it makes no difference. There was a thought that shallow cultivation was not working, so therefore it needed to be a different type of cultivator. I can't remember what it would be, but yeah, it doesn't make any difference at all. But it's an increase in working width, and I like the look of it, so I'm pleased with the purchase. We have done a ploughing contract, a mowing contract. I think that was about it. I really cannot remember what else has been done, but we are at a point where we could do with making some TMR. So the plan is get this field cultivated, and then it can be left dormant until March, April time, I think was the plan. And then what we can do is we need to go and clean a load of equipment. We need to clean the lime spreader, we need to clean the mowers, do all of that, and then get into making some TMR. So that's the plan, and yeah, I'll see you in a little while. So just finishing up the cultivation, and you'll notice a tractor change. For whatever reason, and pretty sure it was alright when I last used it, the case was really struggling, which is disappointing, but it's fine. So hold up please, thank you. So that's that done. I shouldn't really be driving over it all, but needs must. So that's that field done with. Right, so we do have a couple of new additions, one in game and one in IRL, as the kids say. I don't know if they do or not. So in game we've got a new bale fork. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while, so we sold the old Magsy one, and we've got a non-branded pack of bale fork type description, but it's got a frame on the back so we can pick up 3 bales with no problem. And IRL, we've got a knob, steering knob, the old steering wheel. It's something that I've been wanting for a while, and it's just I think it cost me 10 quid, pounds, for those that don't understand the slang of quids. Yeah, it's on the steering wheel, and I feel like a proper, not plonker, before anyone says. No, I quite like it. I just have to mind. That my belly doesn't get in the way when I'm steering. Engine off. Thank you. Are you taking the mickey? Right, there we go. So let's get the kit washed. I should have washed the cultivator, but we'll get the case washed, the breeder washed, the fent and the mowers washed, and then we'll give hay to the beef cattle, and we'll start to make some TMR for the dairy herd. So, with everything cleaned, I think these are only going to need this one bale. Get that in there, come on. There we go. That's lovely. So, that can wait there a second. We can shut the angry gate. Mind the spikes. Right, so we're gonna need one to check the capacity of the mixing wagon machine, to then get the hay and the straw, and then we'll probably open the clamp, I think. So let's wait with that. Yeah, let's just drop the boom. There we go. Now, where did one leave one's mixer wagon? Oh, hopefully we can tip that lot in. Super. Right, so best way to do this would be into the animals, and it's 25,000. Okay. So let's get, if we get, what the straw bales we did were, what capacity were they? Let's have a look. About here? Yes. Oh, 5,000 litres. Brill. So if we get, let's go for one of them, and then we'll get 2 A. I think we should be alright with that. And then we can just rock up to here and turn it on, lower it down and pull forward. Let's open up that. Oh, lovely. This then, annoying that it doesn't. There we go. That's good. That's 14,000. So we've got 11,000 left. So if we then turn that off for a second. There we go. And we'll open the clamp up. For the first time. There we go. Looks like it was opened. And then if we take this to the point where we get... Oh, I love it. Can't quite seem to be a little bit lower. There we go. Keep an eye on that. Gets through it nice and quickly, which is good. A bit of a faff, but we'll get the hang of it. There we go. Come on. That's better. Where it was. So then if we have got TMR at that point, let's turn that off, lift that up, and pop round to our production. There we go. No, we don't want to dump it. We want to... Ah, beautiful. Lovely jubbly. Right, first load of TMR successfully made. Not that it was ever in doubt, really. Right, so we are on tip side left, which is fine. Let's just ease our way in and unload. I'm not quite sure how much we're going to need. Hoping that we've definitely got enough around us to make more when required, which is good. That's not cool. Good. So what we can do is we'll make up another load and we'll sleep, and then we'll see how much they're roughly eating a day, which will bring me on to the realistic livestock mod by Arrow. It is very cool. I was going to just pause that for now. I was going to load it into this save. So I thought what I'll do is I'll try it on a personal save first. So I loaded it up on my Calmston save. And wow, do the cows eat a lot more. So much more. I mean, each cow is sort of its own individual animal now. There's weights, there's genetics, there's all sorts of things, and it's really cool. I forgot what I was going to do. That was it, make another TMR. But for the pace that we're moving at or on this save, I don't think I'm going to put it in. Just because I want to be able to advance relatively quickly through the month, and that would mean just a lot more work in between episodes. So it's fantastic. I'm going to continue to use it and probably will use it in a future save, quite possibly. But yeah, just credit where credit's due. It is epic, and he seems pretty on it. So it's on GitHub at the minute. So I think I got it from a link on an FSG video. Came to load it into the save and it was just sat at 80%. So I was okay, mod conflict. Common sense led me to the the mod, is it 64 animal husbandries or something like that, where you can add in more. Funny enough, animal husbandries. So took that out and it worked fine. So I'd raised a I don't know what you call it on GitHub, like an issue with it, and I'd also then tried to load the mod back in that I thought was causing the problem, and it seemed to work fine. So told him all that, uploaded the save, and he got back to me within a few minutes saying, can you give us the save? So yeah, he's obviously a very attentive modder and wants it to work with everything like you do, really. So yes, very, very impressed. Right, so a bit more of that. What did we do before? Take it to about 23k. There we go. Ooh. Ah, a bit much this time. Bit much. Never mind. Right, let's get the mineral feed in. And then job will be a good one. Ooh. There we go. Super. Probably don't need it at the minute, but we've got it. And yeah, it saves on using our silage. So I'll get the cows topped up, we'll sleep, and then I will see you. Ooh. I will see you in the morning. So it's the next morning, just after 9 o'clock. I don't know why I'm talking in that accent. And the cows have eaten just over 8, or just under 8,000. Over 8,000. So, manageable. Absolutely manageable. Can we squeeze in here? Yes, we can. The other thing that the realistic livestock does is... I thought that was putting in far too much then. Is it... the visuals. So the animals all have their individual tags on their ears, and they have a marker on their rump. But say there's capacity for 100 cows, it will display 100 cows. And you can adjust that. So if you know, the sort of, you're not got a very high-end PC, I suppose, and it's struggling graphically, you can lower it down. But I noticed on my save, so I think it's 150 capacity bars, I think they are. And I think there's maybe 70, 75 in there. And it looked wrong. You know, and it's not, it's not got a paddock or anything like that, but it looked wrong. They were all crammed in. You think, oh, those poor cows. So, it's good. I really like it. And, you know, like I say, maybe future saves, we will stick it in. But for now, I just want to check how everything is doing. So we know that that's empty there. We have grass that is ready to cut, but yeah, it's November. So I think for some reason we've got weeds in a grass field. Interesting. Not quite sure why. That's something I've done. Weird. Weird. So I suppose there's always contracts we could look at, but the money's okay. I mean, there was this one, 14 grand for stone picking contract. Oh, wow. But no. So I think we're going to try and get through to, let's have a look. What were we actually going to plant? What were we going to plant? Was it? It was oats. It was oats in March. So let's try and get through to there. I think that is probably the best plan. So we made it through to March. We've had calves, which is nice. And everybody is healthy, happy, and full with food. Now, we are going here. Oh, for some reason I thought I was going to the dockyard. Now, I am, instead of faffing around, wondering where we need to be, let's put that on. The sell point is round the back, of course. So let's do a loop. So I want to swap cedar for one that will put down a fertilizer as we go. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll just park this by these two gentlemen here, and hopefully they can take it off our hands and process the payment. So we need to get oot. Good morning, gentlemen. And we are going to repair. Yes. We will replace. Do we need to replace the tyres? No. We'll repaint it. And we will sell it for 139,977. Lovely. We will ensure that the shop is by the shop, and we'll go in to the seeding category. So, I installed... Don't know why that one was in there. Can't remember why. But I installed two. The Veidstad Rapid A800S, which doesn't do FERT, but it doesn't say that in any of the descriptions. So we're going to plump for this one. The Borgo FMS CD 872-8. And we're going to buy it because we can. So that's that. Job is a good one there. So if we get in our Massey and do a loop, in fact, we can probably just sneak alongside the building. Look at it. Splendiferous. Right, let's have a butcher's at this then. Breathe in so you can spin the wheel round with my new steering aid on it. Right. Oh. Ooh. Open cover. Then. Does the crane work on it? Open next cover. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. Rather a loud animation. Turn that down in the old headphones. Is there an option to unfold the boom? Do we have to be near it? No. Is it just decoration? I don't know. We're not going to faff around anyway. So, we want some fertilizer. And we'll get... We'll go for 3. I think. 5,760. Lovely jubbly. Right. So, let's get that filled up with FERT and get back to the farm to stick the seed in. So, we are full with seed. I've got 3 full pallets, partial pallet, top production. We have a partial bag of FERT left at the store. Now, I was just about to start, but I remembered tram lines. So, been back and had a look at the John Deere sprayer, 24 metres. So, we go into the precision farming menu, we click on that, we click on tram lines, and we go 24. Okay. Right. I think that's all we need to do. Hopefully. Now, hold down H, steering assist, working with number of headlands, work direction, lines, doobie-doo, offset, no, work direction automatic. Okay, so we'll go 3 headlands, just because turning's going to be tricky. Turn that on, turn that on. We have automatic application rate enabled, so it should be a case of lower down and go. hopefully. There we go. And we can see. Now, let's just, as any good farmer would, what the nitrogen's saying. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh. Only okay. Bad. Huh? See, this is just... It's broken, people. It's broken. Is it because we just need to be keeping... Is it a speed? Can't be a speed thing, surely. Because if we slow down... Don't know. Who knows? Right. Let's try and navigate the turn. Put the old GPS back on. And floor it. So this is a 8 metre working width, I think. So not too shabby. You can see there's bits in the turn where it didn't like it. Anyway, so I'd just like to say, for clarity, this is the first time I'm using, or trying to put tram lines into anything. So if it goes Pete Tongue, please forgive me. Right, we can lift up at that point. We will back up and get a nice turn in. There we go. It's nice to be able to afford different kit. I know that I'm actually quite pleased. I remembered I wanted to try with the in it as well. So yeah, good old. Check me out with my good memory. But it's not going too bad. Be interesting to see how it all ends up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Right. I'm going to do the headlands. And then we'll go from there. And if it does tram lines, it does them. If it doesn't, well, then that is pants. But I think I'm doing it right. But there is the chance that one isn't. Well, good news. For a change. In complete and utter shock. If I go like this, we've got tram lines. Hey, I think down here it's just graphical. I'm sure it will be fine. Honestly, I think possibly, who knows? But we'll have one tram line around the outside of the field. So I'm actually quite pleased. Don't get me wrong. It's not Proceed. And it probably needs a little bit of work, but it is cool. And are we missing the strip? Or is that just things being a bit weird? Just looking at the precision farming map. So is this a tram line? No, probably the next one, I would think. So we'll, yeah. Oh, I did a thing. I clicked a few buttons. I think I'm just pleased it worked. At least it's worked with the headland, let's put it that way. So we'll give this one a whirl and we'll see how it looks. Whether it be this one or the next one. There we go. Is this going to be the bad boy? No. But again, is it going to show? If the vertical ones aren't showing on the far right, might not show. Might be a graphical thing. Who knows? But I think for today, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. A ball go and a Rolex. Lucky us. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. Subscribe if you are new. As he breathes in to get around the corner. And I'll catch you all. Oh, such a professional ending. I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.